There are now more ways to save at Quik Mart. Become a Quik Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quik Mart convenience stores. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
Only a little clearing of the clouds during the overnight hours, so we're not going to get a whole lot of radiational cooling with the snowpack on the ground, but we will get some, and we'll be dropping out of the 30s into the 20s this evening, and then dropping down to the low to mid-teens for overnight lows for many of us around daybreak. But we're going to have a gusty northwest wind overnight and through tomorrow morning, and that's going to make wind chill values by daybreak down close to the 0 mark. So you're going to have to bundle up in layers, bring the pets inside. It's also going to be a night you're going to need to drip the faucets tonight and tomorrow night because the temperature is well down into the lower teens out there. Clouds hanging around this evening as we drop on into the 20s and then into the teens as we get deeper into the overnight hours toward daybreak here. Notice our northerly winds sustained at 10 to maybe 15. Gusts could be higher than that, and that's going to give that low wind chill toward daybreak. Even during the overnight hours, wind chills into the single digits. And then temperatures only recovering into the mid to upper teens by the afternoon for Thursday, despite sunshine. However, solar radiation from that sunshine will warm the pavement temperatures faster than the air temperatures. So even though we're going to be in the 20s, we will start to talk about some melting on the roadways after the refreezing that we're going to get tonight. So as we get icy travel tonight because of refreezing on the roadways, things will improve for a time as we head into the midday and afternoon hours of tomorrow. And then there will be some evaporation involved with the wind blowing over the road surfaces as well. So that will help to dry some of the precip out. But anything that's left over on the back roads, your neighboring streets, as we head into Thursday night will also refreeze because we're going to be even colder by a few degrees Thursday night and the Friday morning into the lower teens, if not the upper single digits, with wind chills possibly just below the 0 mark by daybreak on our Friday here. But we will start to turn things around as we head Friday afternoon, we get into the upper 30s, and then we start to warm things up into the weekend here as high pressure slides across the area with time. Gradually will be 40s for Saturday, 50s for our Sunday, and we're into the 60s for the first half of next week. We just have to get there first. The best we do for our Thursday is mid to upper 20s across the area after starting in the low to mid teens, lower teens to upper single digits Friday morning. And again, wind chill values near 0. So that's dangerous type cold. It's nothing unheard of by any means, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous to deal with if you don't use common sense to protect yourself and your friends and your family and your pets from that. And we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Just as a reminder of basic things you already know to do. Moderating into the 40s by Saturday, 50s Sunday, and look at this, into the low to mid 60s. We flipped the script completely as we head into the first half of next week. So here are these general cold weather tips. This is nothing you don't already know, but it's just a reminder, just something to think about to prepare yourself for those wind chills. Prepare your friends, maybe the elderly family members that you have. Also prepare your pets and livestock. Make sure that you're dripping the faucets because the cold temperatures, that's tonight and tomorrow night. You want to leave a decent little trickle so that you don't have pipe issues. You also want to make sure that your vehicle is prepped. Now, we had to do this last month, so likely if you prepped last month for your vehicle, you're just fine. But check on the family members and the friends. Be sure to dress in layers if you have to be outside. Bring the pets inside and make sure that your livestock have shelter, food, and fresh water because of the cold coming. And again, be sure to drip the faucets, wrap the pipes that would be exposed to the cold air, and don't plug any space heaters into extension cords or power strips. Make sure that you plug them directly into a wall outlet and also leave a few feet of space away from them to practice good fire safety. Those are the basic things just to think about anytime we have cold weather like this. Again, common sense type stuff, but it's just a good reminder to have. Mid to upper 20s for Thursday, partly sunny skies. We do start to see more sunshine by the afternoon. And again, even though temperatures are in the 20s, because of the sunshine onto the roadway surfaces, that solar radiation will warm the pavement a little bit warmer than the air temperature, so there will be some melting on the roadways by the afternoon. That will be the same over in northwest Alabama, where we're upper 20s to lower 30s here. And then we'll refreeze anything that's left over Thursday night into Friday morning, but we recover by Friday afternoon. And I think by then, with all the wind involved as well, we probably will have evaporated a good bit of that off the roadways. And I think probably by Thursday, the main roads are going to be fine because of the treatment that they get and that type of thing. As we head into the weekend, we start to warm things up, and we're into the 60s as we head into early next week. The next rain chance on the board by the middle of next week. That's Look Your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock for a final check of your local weather.